What's going on, guys? I'm Mighty back at again with the weekly real skins videos, and as we can see, Halloween is now over. This is what the top picks are looking like for this week, and by top picks I mean top sellers because I just said the wrong thing. So top sellers, we've got Tempered Sheet Door, Blackout SMG, and the Minted Gold Large Box in the top three. So let's have a look at the limited store, and we'll get started with the clothing. We have another bone helmet. So I think we had one last week. If not, it was the week before with the Halloween event. And I think Helk just, assuming it's still Helk that's accepting the skins, Helk is just, he really likes to, once he accepts one random thing, he likes to just keep accepting them for the rest of the week. This might sound funny, I'm going to touch my mic for a sec. But anyway, we have the Raven Deer Skull Mask. It's $1.55. It's also come out with the Raven Poncho, which is also $1.55. So at the moment, we're just getting a trillion Poncho skins accepted into the game, and it's definitely not a very good thing for Poncho skins, especially the older ones like Uprising and the toy one and whatever the other ones are, the green camo knitting. I mean, to be fair, maybe not the Uprising one so much, but the green camo and the toy one, like the toy rug, they're not really going to have their price affected too much because they're not, like, they're a lot different compared to the ones that we've had accepted recently. But something like the Blackout Poncho, for example, now we've got the Raven Poncho. It's just another cheaper version of the Blackout Poncho, essentially. It's just a black poncho. So it's not very good for those kind of skins, but it is only $1.55. The Blackout Poncho, which is basically the alternative, is around like $3 plus, I'm pretty sure. So that pretty much shows that the Raven Poncho is probably going to perform quite well, although it's probably also going to sell quite high, especially for a Poncho skin. So currently it's 5th on the top sellers, so not a very good spot for it. And the Raven Deer Skull Mask is 6th on the top seller. So got to keep in mind that these are low tier Prim Gear armor, and that does mean that they're going to eventually get skipped over pretty quickly throughout someone's rust wipe. So they're not going to get used for long, and that means their demand isn't going to be that high. Although for long-term investments, the fact that they're only going for $1.55 each standard store price is definitely a very good thing in my opinion. So as a long-term investment, I'll recommend investing in the Raven Deer Skull Mask and the Raven Poncho, as I do think both of them will make you profits. Alrighty, moving over to the weapons, we'll get started with the Blackout SMG. Now, the Blackout set has been extremely successful, but mainly for the clothing and armor. And that's really only because of demand. A lot of people, everyone has just really invested in these on the Rust.com store, and because of that, it has put a lot of quantity for each item on the community market for the weapons. So some of the weapons are actually performing quite well, but we do have a few weapons that are actually cheaper than this Blackout SMG, that being the LR, the Bolty, and the SAR. So they all have over 100 quantity on the community market each. So of course they have been oversaturated by quite a bit. Overall though, the Blackout SMG, I just don't think the custom's really that meta at the moment, especially compared to like the Tommy. So it going for $4.60 already on the Rust.com store isn't really the best thing ever, to be completely honest. It's not going to make it any easier to invest in. Overall, I'd recommend picking the Blackout SMG up off the community market with a buy order. I actually would try and invest in it, but I'd try and pick it up for cheaper on the community market rather than actually picking it up off the Rust.com store. So if you do want to invest in the Blackout SMG, I'd recommend trying to get it for a little bit cheaper on the community market instead. So overall, not going to recommend investing in the Blackout SMG off of the Rust.com store unless you're picking it up as a long-term investment. Okay, moving over to the Elite Crate MP5, going for $4.60. And we've only had two other Elite Crate weapons, that being the AK and the SAR. The AK only has 51 quantity on the community market, which is quite low. It is only going for $2.37, so definitely not a good price. And the Elite Crate SAR, only has 79 quantity on the community market and is going for $1.95. So the Elite Crate weapons clearly aren't don't really have a very high demand, aren't a very successful investment. So the fact that the Elite Crate MP5 is $4.60 and the MP5, I mean, this can be debatable, but my opinion, I think that Thompson's better than the MP5. So $4.60 for a gun that isn't really hitting the mark with where it should be on the tier list at the moment for the weapons. Honestly, I just think this is way too expensive. I don't think it's going to have a high enough demand. And overall, I do think you're going to be able to get the MP5, Elite Crate MP5, for cheaper on the community market. So if you even want it as a play skin, I wouldn't really recommend picking it up off the Rust store, as I do think you're going to be able to get it for cheaper off of the community market. So overall, I'm not going to recommend investing in the Elite Crate MP5 off of the Rust store or the community market for this week. Okay, moving over to the final weapon of the week, we've got the Recycler SAR. I actually really like this. So I don't think we've had any other Recycler weapons or Recycler stuff, at least from memory. On the community market, in fact, I'm looking at it now, and we've had the Recycler vending machine. So I guess, I'm assuming this is by the same skin creator. I suppose this could be counted as a continuation of a set now. So we've had the Recycler vending machine going for $5.30. It doesn't really translate over to the weapons, just so you guys know, but just keep that in mind as well. So overall, I think the Recycler weapons could be a very cool new set to come out. I think it's a cool concept. I think the SAR actually looks really good, but we already do have quite a lot of SAR skins on the community market. It's kind of like the AK thing. This is what I always talk about with SARs and AKs. So we already have so many SAR skins on the community market that most people already have an SAR skin in mind that they want to pick up. And I do think that this is definitely a unique SAR skin, but honestly, I don't think it's really standout enough and it's going to have a high enough demand for it to go above $3.05. So overall, I'm not going to recommend investing in it. I do see potential of it going up in value if the set continues, but honestly, I just really don't think it's going to be that crazy of an investment, even if it did go up in value. And also, I do think there's better things to be investing in. So overall, I'm not going to recommend investing in the Recycler SAR off of the Rust store, even though I do actually think it is a cool skin. Okay, moving over to the deployables, we'll look at the welded metal sleeping bag. Pretty cool and unique design for a sleeping bag, in my opinion. And it's the first sleeping bag we've had for quite a while, at least from memory, that isn't actually glowing. So this one's made by Kosen. Going for $2.30 standard store price for deployables at the moment. And obviously it has that metal and then welded metal texture and look to it. So very unique, very cool looking sleeping bag. But the fact that it isn't a glowing deployable, keep in mind, I'm actually happy that it's not a glowing deployable because it's nice to have a change every now and then. But the fact that it isn't a glowing deployable, I do think will make it a harder investment. And it will also not really have much demand, in my opinion, on the community market once it leaves the Rust store. So overall, I'm not going to recommend investing in the metal sleeping bag off of the Rust store, and that is simply just because it isn't a glowing deployable. I think it's a unique looking skin, but at the moment we have all these pay to win skins that, you know, most people are going to be using their glowing deployables in their base, so at night time they can navigate and figure out where they are. So overall, I'm not going to recommend investing in the welded metal sleeping bag off the Rust store for this week. Okay, so now we've got two skins left. We'll look at the tempered sheet metal door. This is actually a glowing deployable and a continuation of the tempered set. If I'm not mistaken, it's the first tempered deployable. So we've had weapons, we've had clothing, we've had armor, and now I'm pretty sure this is the first of the deployables. So the tempered set has just been, it just gets accepted over and over and over and over and over again. So I wouldn't be surprised if the tempered garage door, tempered double doors, tempered boxes all ended up coming out eventually. But clearly it is a set that Helk likes and Helk wants to keep accepting into the game. So it's actually quite a nice looking sheet metal door skin, but it is going for $6.15. And now that is a big but in my opinion, because it does have a glow, but honestly, I don't think the glow is really that crazy. I don't think it's really incredible or anything like that. And quite frankly, I don't think the glow is worth $6.15. I actually like the skin more during the day, more so than at night. In my opinion, for some weird reason, like the geometric shapes and the geometric glow at night, as in the glow version of it, not the actual door itself, not during the day, I think that looks sick. But at night, I don't know, it just gives me like paint vibes, Microsoft Paint vibes. I don't know why, but I just don't like how it looks at night. But at day, like during the daytime, I actually think it looks really sick. So it's weird because I would almost prefer this skin to not glow. But overall, tempered sheet metal door, $6.15. In my opinion, it is too expensive as a starting price on the Rust.com store. And I do think you could be able to pick this one up for a little bit cheaper on the community market. Now keep in mind, if this set does continue, if you do pick it up for a little bit cheaper on the community market as an investment, and the set does continue with more deployables, I actually do think that price from the buy order can make you money. But buying it off the Rust.com store for $6.15, I don't really think it can make you money. So overall, I'm not going to recommend investing in the tempered sheet metal door off of the Rust.com store for this week. Okay, also, I'm pretty sure I missed out on the minted gold large box, so we'll quickly talk about that as well. So this is a continuation of the minted gold set now. We had the single armored door, and that one absolutely flopped, going for $2.92. So I actually think that that's going to be a similar situation with the minted gold large box. It's not glowing or anything like that. It's a nice looking skin, but the fact that it's going for $5.35 is too expensive on the Rust.com store, in my opinion, to be investing in. And so for that reason, I'm not going to recommend investing in it. Okay, what's going on, guys? OMIGHTY back at the end with the weekly, and we are going to be doing the From Hell rug giveaway. So all I have to do is copy this link. Of course, anyone that commented down below can enter and is in the entry thing. So filter duplicate users, we've got the link for the video. Then we scroll down to start raffle and pick random winner. We'll press start on that. We'll see who actually gets it. Do I have to press start again? No, it's just not working for some reason. So I don't know what the go is with that. We'll just refresh we'll refresh the page and we'll see if we can sort that out. So paste that, filter duplicate users. Do I have to do anything else? I don't think so. Get YouTube comments. Oh, okay. So it turns out there's actually like a bot thing now. I'm not a bot, hopefully. There we go. Picking the random winner. We've got Alex933. I actually remember reading this one. So that rug skin from Hell Room looks awesome. The rug or the scarecrow would be my favorite this week. So congratulations, Alex9333. All you have to do is comment on this video, letting me know your Discord name and Steam, and we will go from there, and I will send you your Rogue from Hell. So congratulations. If you don't comment on this video within the time span of me making the next video, then the giveaway will be redrawn. But congratulations to Alex933. Hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and remember, have a skits one.
Why? 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 Why?